All right, that's better. Pilgrim's Pride. Hi, Genji. Good morning. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. How are you this morning? Is everything good with you? I tell you what, uh, yeah, let me go get my laptop. I'll be right back. Everybody, hang tight. Sorry about that. No laptop this morning. I forgot. The cord is with my child at school. Okay. Y'all hold on a second. Okay, are y'all there? I'm so sorry, y'all. The everything that could go wrong this morning is, and because of what's going on with my child at the dadgum school, you guys, somebody let me know if y'all can hear me. My child's acting mentally off at the dadgum school, and then when he comes home, he acts like he ain't got no scruples. So I'm just working it the best I can. Good morning, everybody. My phone has not updated. Let me see. Share. Copy link. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to do this with my. Okay, so I want to put the link to StreamYard in case one of y'all want to jump in and say good morning. So let me see if on my other phone. I swear you have to have a PhD to do this shit. Okay, let's see. Oh, dot StreamYard. I'm trying to put the link in. God. Nope. Working on it, y'all. Somebody let me know if y'all can hear me, because I don't see nothing on the screen but Yvette and Jen. That's it. Hey, Third, good morning. Third of its kind. Tell Freedom Jeffrey for me that if me doing his clips bothers him, to let him know. Usually if it's good for a good thing and it's somebody y'all know that's not going to be like doing bad stuff with your crap. But if it's a problem, let him know. Of course, in the video that I posted, I gave him full credit for everything. Full credit for everything. So, yeah. I'm trying to get my StreamYard link. I can't use my laptop this morning. And if I bug out for a second, hold on, I can do that. Just let them know I'll be back. I'll be back in 1 minute. All right. Should have pinned it. Did it pin it? I'm learning, you guys, slowly. I'm going to Facebook to see. I mean, YouTube to see. Is it there? Yes. Now on YouTube, it's already in place. That's good. So if you want to jump in and say hi, by all means. I'm sorry. And like I said, I am new to this still, so I'm learning every day. It's just like modding. It never changes. I mean, it always changes. Excuse me. Dadgum bug in my drink. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. And you can come back if you want to. I mean, no drama ever comes in this channel because we're not big enough. Everybody hit that like button. We are just not big enough yet. I want to change that soon and have some ideas, but I want both you and Carol in here and when I talk about it. So Deuce left me this morning. He's at his mom's doing some home repairs. And so it's just me. The kids are in school, and we had a rocky start this morning. So, oh, yes. So, Third, did you like the video that I posted, at least the clip? I need to learn to edit because I'm having to use, sometimes I have to use my screen recorder like I had to do on his. And because it was just a beautiful shot, absolutely beyond the shadow of a doubt, Freedom Jeffrey got it done yesterday. He pulled up in there and he parked right behind that big truck that had all them flags across the back of it. I was like, oh my goodness, if that is not a video, I don't know. Yeah, well, YouTube lets me do that. And you couldn't have picked a better song for the video. See, that's what was awesome. You could not have picked a better song for the video. So every once in a while we'll be, I bet you, case in point, Deuce has probably got over 1,000 pictures of J6 visuals with everybody lined up there at the front and everybody arm in arm and everybody praying and his flags and stuff. He has got some excellent, excellent, excellent shots, and he got them off of Glory Beast stream. Pop, 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 pop. So, I mean, I do videos when I see an opportunity to be patriotic and catch some footage of some flags because, again, I was in D.C. I was on the lawn. So when I was there, everybody knows that met me. And third, you met me. We rode in your car together and we went to where? Wally World. In case some of you that's in here did not know, when I was, third says, I owe him some info on what kind of editing software to try. Yeah, but see, my thing is, okay, there's two things. Number one, I use StreamYard, so what I'm trying to figure out is if I own StreamYard, because if I'm on my mobile, I'm going to have to do it this way, because I want to know if I want it to like show not just my face, but show everything backwards behind us. How do I flip it in StreamYard where it'll show? Because I've seen them do it. They hit one button on the phone and it flips the screen over. I can't figure out how to do it. I've looked in the settings. I've looked in everything. All this crap is like me trying to read Chinese. So it's literally, like I said, it's like trying to do a live stream blindfolded for me. But now I will say I'm not afraid to make mistakes. I'm not afraid to have a video that at the tail end you might see my recorder, because if that's all you're seeing in the video, like Freedom Jeffries' video, if that's all you see in that video is the fact that I couldn't turn my screen recorder off in time or I didn't edit it off, if that's really what you're paying attention to, then, there's a good explanation to me why we're in the shape we are in. That's like looking at the Patriot wave, the flag wave we're going to have next weekend. When I put it in every, I won't say every buy sell group that's on Facebook, but anything in that area that accepted it, I posted it. Now, according to Facebook, we might have 2 that's definitely going and 4 that's interested out of all them places. And if you pay attention to that alone, this is why I'm not saying there's not Patriots here, but now this is why we're having problems with our numbers as far as getting anything done, because we're scattered. We all own different crap. Some of us just don't care. Some of us do care, but they feel like that them alone is not going to make a difference. No, I would never use an iPhone. It's always Android for me. I won't have an Apple product of any kind in my home at all. No. Now, Deuce has probably got some stuff here, but me and Deuce are pretty much on the same wavelength with stuff like this. So I think pretty much, yeah, we can agree that we're not going to have no Apple stuff here. Bill Gates can take his Apple phones and he can shove them up his derriere after he gets his own GB. I wish Carol was in here because she's in Ohio. And if I'm not mistaken, Ohio Ohio's always in the news. But this morning I saw something where there were 3 children, babies. I didn't stick around long enough to find out what happened. But because the news, even if they tell you, they're not going to tell you. So there's no telling what happened to them. But like small children have died. Third says, I am going to mute my sound here for my work call. We'll stay in chat, though. That's awesomely cool. That's all I need. Okay, go ahead, babe. You do you. Nobody's going to get out of line. You're the only one chatting. This is not the time for my lighter to quit working. So there's 6 people in here. Who's here except Third? And Yvette, are you still here? Is Jen still here? Which, poor Jen. If she is, thank you so much for being awesome like you are, because, yeah. Yeah, I wish, let me see what's going on. Okay, Carol, you are here. Thank you. Now, see, you're not even showing on my cell phone screen. And I got 7 now. That's awesome. All right, so, and I'll give it a minute because I want to mention something to you, but I want to wait till Third comes back. She's on the conference call. Good morning, Miss Lynn. How are you? I was trying to figure out what your profile picture is, Miss Lynn. I'm going to look on the phone because I'm nosy. Go to channel. Lynn T. Oh, it's a sky. Look at that. Oh, that is awesomely beautiful. I couldn't figure out if it was a sky or a flag. From, like, my eyes are not good anyway, so I couldn't tell if it was, hey, man. Okay. I hate this phone. I really do. But, yeah, that's a pretty background you got on your YouTube page. All right. Okay. And it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. So, Carol says, good morning, you guys. And how is everyone? Everybody good? Yep. Yeah, I bet the tornado wasn't cool. Like, I watched a video on Clapper yesterday about with a little, there was a kid's softball game playing softball or warming up or practicing or whatever, and there was a tornado touching down right behind them in the background. It was crazy. So it was crazy. Excuse me, y'all. So I was telling Carol yesterday on the phone. Lynn says, no, took out our big tree in the front yard and it missed the house. Awesome. What a blessing. We've got a massively huge, I think my dad and Deuce keep telling me it's a sycamore tree. It's one where it's a tree that loses most of its bark, and the tree is absolutely huge and gorgeous. And yeah, if that joker come out, we'd have a bad day, me and my neighbors. The gentleman that is in the flag video that's got the soldiers lined up in a line and he's waving it in my front yard, it's on my page, that's my neighbor Daniel. And his wife Carrie is awesome. And I love them both dearly. They're really the only friends I have here because I don't get out much. So if it wasn't for them, I don't know what I would do. My child decided he wanted to throw himself a tantrum this morning. And the last 2 days he's been fighting going to school. So he decided he wanted to pitch him a little fit and fuss about his computer cord. And we ended up having to give him the computer cord because it was showing his phone was dead. His laptop was dead. Well, I charged the laptops, both of them, before I went to bed. So that means he stuck them and got up all night and played on his tablet. And so I called the school this morning, and this is the fourth time I've called the school and told them, if you guys want to keep them tablets or you want my kids to have them, you better keep them at that gum school for the fourth time. Do we? Lynn, is yours a Yeti? I got to remember that in the camera. See, that's another thing I'm going to have to adjust to, like in the camera to get something inside the frame. I've got to move it the opposite way that I'm looking at it. It's kind of weird. So there's a lot of little things that you got to get used to when you have a live stream about being on camera. It's opposite, and naturally, if I'm looking at it, I'm thinking I got to move it the opposite way, but it's not. It's reversed. It's crazy. We went to Deuce's mama's on Thanksgiving, and I told her that I needed a good insulated cup for my coffee in the mornings because when I walk around and I'm doing stuff around the house, my coffee will get cold if I have it in a regular cup. So I got this one. I love this thing. I love it. I got this one, and I put my coffee in it, and it'll keep it hot all day if I keep the vent closed. It's got, yours has a small little vent on the top too. She gave it, she let me pick that one out. My neighbor, one of my neighbors has got the identical cup, but his has got a design on it. Let's see. Carol says, I got a Yeti coffee cup with a handle. That's Deuce. Besides Deuce's is, I want to say the one he uses every day for his hot tea is put out by maybe Stanley. You know, it's like really insulated. And when he worked every day, I'd take his cup and give it to him and send him off with it full of hot tea, and it'd stay warm all day if he didn't open it like Bennett, like I was telling her or asking her. So, you know, I was thinking about something the other day or yesterday too. I've been really thinking that, you know, okay, so we're going to reawaken America. Okay. Well, no doubt 90% of America is asleep. Okay. Just snoozing right on along, just being lulled by mainstream media and all Netflix and all that crap and all the trash you can watch on TV. And when you're awake and you go to watch a cartoon, you see the flaws in it immediately. Like if it's like extremely Disney and pedophile-ish mess, you're looking for that stuff. If it's stuff that's basically predicting the future in cartoons, and they're, you know, and somebody asked me the other day, being a little smartass, and goes, well, why would they put it in cartoons? Why wouldn't they put it in the movies? I said, newsflash, they do. I said, but as far as your cartoons, yeah, the younger they are, the more impressionable they are. So that's what that is right there. Yvette, good morning. Good morning. I'm using my old phone that had the mucked up sound on it to actually read the chat because StreamYard's slow. Yvette or anyone else, Carol, anyone, I've got the StreamYard link at the top. If you guys want to jump into the chat and say good morning, we'll co-host and say good, you know, anytime y'all want to do that, just let me know. StreamYard is awesome that way. Miss Yvette, I appreciate you pushing the channel. So we have the meet and greet next weekend. Nobody in here is going, but I'm just saying, I can't wait. And I can't tell you how bad me and Deuce need this little vacation. I wish we could figure out a way to leave the kids here and not take them at all. Where we could just be with our Patriot people, and that's it. So, but you know what I was going to say, the school system, like, all right, let me explain to y'all what I'm seeing in my kids. Christopher is 13, fixing to be 14 in January. Nicholas, well, yeah, Nicholas is 20. He's fixing to be 21 this year. And as a matter of fact, his birthday's the next one. He's in August. And Aiden is 12, going on 13, December the 8th. So my children, and for a long time I thought maybe it was just my kids, but my children are hooked to the laptops and social media and the internet and stuff. It's like a junkie being on drugs. And you hear people say when you're in drug rehab or either in school learning about drugs that a junkie will do anything to get a fix. Well, if you don't believe that people can be addicted to things that are not substance abuse issues, the internet and the games and crap that our kids are being fed now is a prime example. And my children are sneaking in my room at night with Deuce and I sleeping to get these laptops from the school. I have people with, like I said, people think that addiction is just like people say that people have porn addictions and things of that nature. I believe that. I believe you can have something so strong in your life that you just can't be without it. Yep, okay, when it comes down to it, is the wind interfering with the sound? Because I've got my sound turned down, so I can't hear myself talk. Is the sound, can y'all hear it real bad on the screen? I limit them here, and I think that's one reason they are like acting like rejects when they're trying to get them. It's absolutely insane the lengths that these two children will go to get one of these laptops. And then my youngest one is duped all the time by his brother. So his brother will con him into getting them, and then when it's time to get in trouble, the youngest one will take all the heat. So Carol says, adults are addicted to the computers now too. Yeah. And see, even me, because, all right, there was a time when they closed my first YouTube account, I was testing apps. All these apps, like, especially by Unity, is so bad. Okay, good. They come in and they promise all this money, and they got all these daggum games and stuff on the Play Store, and then you get in there and you do what you're supposed to do, but they won't cash people out. So my job was, I tested them, and some worked, some didn't, and I keep a PayPal account because of me testing the apps, and because I have to get to a point where I can actually cash one out. If it cashes out, I'll post it and I'll share the app. But generally speaking, probably half of them don't. But I mean, right now I found a little app that's really paying decent. I mean, it's not, you can't buy a house with it. You can't make a car payment with it. But if you need to tank your gas, you got it. So me working the app alone, Me working the app alone is generating a little like spare change. And it's this kind of stuff that if I want to send some money to Glory Be to help support her, because that's Deuce's main mod station, you know, then that's where that money comes from, you know, and each extra dime I get, I use and give back to the freedom fighters as much as I can. And I've been doing this with Glory Be since me and Uncle Deuce started officially dating. And so this is probably going back to right after me being on the lawn. So yeah, you know, you have to give and give back. But I mean, what's funny about this particular app, and the only reason I'm mentioning this is because when I'm working it, it's games that people play all the time. You know, it's the games that they play all the time. So if you guys see me post something on Facebook about a game, you can bet your bottom dollar it works, or I wouldn't have put it there. Yep. Some people don't, but like I said, it's a little side hustle of mine. And I promise you, I use those, like I said, I use all that to support freedom. And whether it's going to be to help build up my channel, or whether it's to continue to support Glory Be, or to do a split, which I'm going to probably have to do. But I wish you guys could see Deuce when he's modding for her, or even Stormtrooper. It really doesn't matter, but I can say especially that when he's with her, I see it more, because he just gets a demeanor about him, and he likes to, if y'all want to know what the thing is with the crickets, I'll explain it to you. It's not even that he would eat. I don't believe that, well, Deuce might eat a cricket, y'all, but he wouldn't feed a cricket to someone else unknowingly. So with that being said, you know, his joke about the crickets, he wants, just like going back, and Carol would know this better than anybody, going back to Santa chat, when in the days of the convoy, when we were riding, man, if we didn't crack each other up all the time, I don't know what did. And the whole purpose of it is to make the chat enjoyable, and to keep it light, and to make people want to come back. It's not just about the gentleman or the female that's behind the camera that you're talking to. It's also about the people that's in the chat. And it's keeping, you try to keep it comical and funny and light. And, you know, in Santa's chat, sometimes you can do that and sometimes you can't. It depends on who's modding, and, you know, how many of them are in there. Because Santa can get trolled pretty bad. Speaking of which, Carol, everybody hit that like button for me. Speaking of which, Carol, I did reach out to Santa in a text. I sent him an email this morning, and I don't know if he'll email me back, but I did tell him that the reason I was contacting him was because of the May 20th, which is going to be like wild. Carol says, yeah, I would give Deuce Troll House cookies all the time. You give him Troll House cookies. People stole the cookies. We raided his snacks. We pushed each other out of the dadgum truck we tried to drive. We tried to steal the truck. We threw people out. We like to honk the freedom horn, all kinds of stuff. So it was absolutely hilarious. That, and being on the lawn itself, because if you're on the lawn, or if you were on the lawn, or better yet, if you came in contact with any of these people at one of the rallies or whatever, like Carol, I think ran into Santa originally at an Ohio rally, if I'm not mistaken, and then she was already a mod. So, but once you meet them face to face, it changes everything. yeah, I need to touch base with him on that and a couple other things. Um, I don't know how long third's going to be out, but I'm going to go ahead and explain a little bit about this Freedom Kids idea to you, Carol. So what I'm actually thinking about doing is getting about 4 or 5 boxes of sidewalk chalk, and this park that's over here next to us is perfect. The way it's made up, yep, that's it. But what I'm thinking about doing is getting like 5 or 6 boxes and, actually advertising it and going into, because we've got a really big apartment complexes over here to our right. And I would like to go in there and talk to the ladies there and see if they would be willing to let me meet with the kids that live in the apartment complex and get them up here and let's do this. And what I want to do is like a freedom coloring thing where they just like the whole entire park is literally nothing but flags and freedom and what freedom is to them and da 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 da. And then live stream. And I'm thinking about actually trying to figure out how to organize this to where, like on Saturdays during the summer, the parents can drop them off, and we can do like I can do games and things and get them out of the house. And that when Santa comes, I want to have a massive, like I know this is going to sound so stupid, but a massive coloring contest. And everybody that participates in the things that I do at the park, they're going to be the Freedom Kids, and we're going to do things with them. And most of all, we're going to teach them what freedom is and teach them about the Constitution and try to make them more aware of things that's going on around them. So I'm thinking literally just starting a Freedom Kids group where we do things kids do, but teach them in the process and let you guys be a part of that. And does it sound like something you guys would be interested in? Does it completely sound stupid? Lynn says, right, that sounds wonderful. I mean, just because Santa's coming, so we've got to draw the crowd. So we're thinking, I contacted Steve from the Oklahoma group, and I asked him about some of my ideas, and he said, oh, yeah, he said, so me and him together and probably all the people at the retreat, and, of course, Carol in third because they're mods, everybody's going to be a part of this, and we're going to try to do like a barbecue competition. We're going to have a karaoke competition. We've got the sound system and everything we need. So we are, but see, something like that with the Freedom Kids, I could take them out with the chalks and we could draw and I could live stream. But see, my biggest thing is if I decided to do, I've got to figure out how to use that to fund the channel. It can make the channel grow for sure. But what do you do? What do you do to actually make sure that the channel is being supported? Because I don't want to monetize the channel, even if we get to our point. What did Carol's? So Lynn says it's a good idea, and Carol says it sounds like it's a good idea. And yeah, and see, sounds like a good idea. Even include the parents to help and educate them also, right? And like we can do a picnic Saturday where all we do is color but see, in order to get the little prizes, that's why I'm gonna have to have help with the channel. Because I got the money right now to go and buy some sidewalk chalk, and I got to go to Walmart. So I'm going to be checking the prices today while I'm there, but that's going to be the biggest thing. And I need to get some tiles, like some kind of thick tile to put numbers down for other games and just get the kids out and enjoy them. And then, like I said, live stream and let you guys be a part of what you see and really get a chance to educate the kids, and then we'll do the color. I want to do the sidewalk chalk coloring contest when Santa's here. And see, that's what I want to get with him about. I want to see if he would be okay kicking it like at a rally Patriot style as opposed to being in a church. So Carol, I want you to think about that, because I thought about, like, instead of putting, like, I could use StreamYard, and because I got the link up at the top, I could probably link my Cash App to that as well somehow, or we could put it on the screen, but I don't have an idea how to do that. So like this afternoon when the boys get home, me and the kids might go out there and start drawing up on some of the sidewalks and use the chalk and just go live for a few minutes. But most of all, I'd like to take you guys and go live and let y'all see the park, and so y'all can see what I'm talking about. They've got like 3 or 4 baseball fields out there. Between each baseball field is like a cemented walkway. It's just asking to be used as coloring, because it's not damaging. It's already out there. I saw it yesterday. So, and like when I do Freedom Kids, see, Freedom Kids will be a part of the rally too, because they're going to be there. And what I would like to do with the kids, and this is an idea I had last night, and I could do it, and I have time. It's just a matter of coordinating and getting the kids involved. I got to have the kids. But what I'd like to do is each one of them is going to be required that day to wear like just a solid red, white, or blue T-shirt. But I got to have a certain amount of numbers. And I'm going to use the kids, and I really need somebody here that's got a drone. But I want to use the kids and line them up like an American flag. And we're going to, I can rotate them and turn it. The problem with it is I got to have an aerial camera, or I have to have a way to get it from above. And it's going to look awesomely cool. So, but like 50 would have to have white shirts on, and those 50 would be my stars. Huh, that's interesting. That's cool. Somebody else one day was online, and they were like, I think we should all do a recipe book, and everybody put their stuff in it that was involved in the movement, and make one big freedom cookbook. And I think that would be cool, because, buddy, if you don't believe we were able to eat at Bunker Hill, and if you don't believe that Soup Mama fed everybody as well at times, you better think again. Getting some of those recipes put down would be awesome. Because one thing is for sure, because of we the people, nobody went hungry too much. Yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be cool. That way y'all could finally, instead of everybody fighting about who had the best chili, all of you can put your recipe down and let everybody decide. Santa says he won the chili contest. Carol said her chili was the best. I don't have no idea who actually won the contest. And I think another cool thing would be to take, like, because, I mean, think about how many people met Santa and any of the drivers, or even that met all the crew when they were on the lawn. Because I've got pictures of one of in my phone and on Facebook. I've got pictures of me and Santa. I got pictures of myself and Joe. I got pictures of me and Hippie Mama and Big D. Me and Bandit One. You take all those pictures and make a big ass Freedom album. What do you think? And Carol says Spider won the contest because he took everyone's chili and mixed them together. That's messed up. Did he really do that? Or did he just have the best chili? But I bet you some of the pictures that we, the people, have got from either being at a rally and meeting Santa or being on the lawn or at Bunker Hill or wherever, because, you know, Santa's truck, the footage I have of Convoy Santa's truck is still on my YouTube. And to me, to this day, it's priceless. You just can't have something better. Carol said, heck yeah, he did it. That's messed up. So, but you know, yeah, that's why I think, me personally, okay, me and Deuce differ on this, but me personally, I think that if we don't start re-educating our children, because the system is this, the system's just got our kids like freaked out. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous what these kids are being taught. It's ridiculous what they're not being taught. And unfortunately, like, you put me and my oldest son in a room together and I give it 5 minutes and there's already going to be issues. That boy can cause issues the second he walks in the door. So my issue with it is, because of him and his hyperness and his demeanor and his disposition, if he wasn't in school, I think one of us would have to leave the house, for real. Because you talking about clash, me and this kid clash. And it's because he acts so much like his daddy. And me and his father did not end on good terms. So, yeah, it's been absolutely nuts and insane. So, but we, like I said, I'm trying to figure out where the most need could be, and I think starting with the kids is going to be the best bet, because the children is it's where it's at. And see, I don't necessarily want it to be just a summer thing. I want it to be like a club where we get together and do all kinds of stuff. Carol says, I loved it when me and Lady Buckeye wore out crowns and bought Santa and Trooper Burger King crowns. That is so funny. Yeah, it was funny. It was funny. And I think so too, Yvette, because I think what it comes down to is, you know, even going back to the flag wave, because of the lack of participation, just like setting up the Patriot meet and greet here, it's almost like half the damn nation has forgot that we do have an American flag and it used to stand for something. Now, I'm not saying that it doesn't anymore, but it only does to the people that wore that flag in their heart. And I remember growing up in the 70s when, hell, we still have pride in Made in America tags on our shit. You'd be lucky if you pull up a shirt anywhere in your house that ain't made overseas. We literally don't have American made anything anymore. And my children, this generation and generations to come, they don't know what American made was because they wasn't here. So when you don't have anything to compare it to, then all they know is this is how we get our shirts. This is how we get our jeans. And nobody really pays attention to the labels, but I do. I guarantee you right now, every single one of us can check the tag on their daggum clothes and it wasn't made here. Okay. Carol says these kids would love it. They need to learn the Constitution because they are not taught in school. Right. They need to learn the Constitution. They need to learn what having a little pride in your country is. I want to involve them in some of the, I want to do flag waves with them. We can do all kinds of stuff. We can do Patriot car washes to raise money for double deuces. You know, we can do all sorts of things. The question is, we need to brainstorm and get it together. And Deuce says there ain't no sense of planning stuff right now. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I want this channel to really grow, and I want to do something that makes a difference, and I want people to help support it so it gets financially stable to where I can do more. So Lynn says we do also. If it's not made here, we don't buy it. And see now, like okay, then I might be the only idiot here. Because when I go to get school uniforms for my kids, I run to Walmart and get them because it's literally around the block from my house. And they carry everything I need. If I need a bag of chicken, I can grab it too. So, yeah, a lot of it's convenient. But they don't carry anything in that store American made, and we don't have the money to pay the extra prices for it right now either. So, me being in a crunch like that, yeah. So if anybody, just so you know, everybody that's in here, if you feel led to, I need sidewalk chalk. I'm going to go buy some today. But if you feel led, just send me some sidewalk chalk. We're going to need it. I'm going to take the speaker out there. We're going to jam to some Patriot songs. I'm going to catch these kids dancing. I'm going to get them up and dancing. I'm going to have it quiet, and all of a sudden I'm going to put on Baby Shark, do, 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 do. And I want to see the little kids and what they're going to do. All that. Oh yeah. This is what I want to do. I want double deuces to be something. I want it to mean something, and I want us to make a difference in these kids. Because if I can educate kids, I'm really battling and winning everything that they're trying to do. Because they're educating. It's time for us to learn to re-educate. I mean, seriously. Watching my children and their struggles because of the way the school system does things now is the prime reason. Just like, okay, let me back up. Let me use this for an example. I kept getting calls from the school nurse. School nurse kept calling me because she kept saying that Aiden was fixing to be kicked out of school because he was behind on his vaccinations. And then after like 3 or 4 times of hearing the messages, I finally called her back to remind her for the second time that my child has got a no vax order in his file and that she needs to get off her butt and go look at it because it's there. And I never heard nothing else. So apparently she did her job. It only took 2.5 weeks for her to do it, or 3 months, or whatever it was, since he's been in school. Because the day I put him in, I told her, don't you touch him with a needle, because if you do, I will sue the shit out of your ass. My oldest one was in the hospital, so I had not had a chance to get his. The day the appointment, they both had an appointment that day. But Chris was in the hospital, so he wasn't able to go. And that's something I've got to get on. I've got to get it done. But I had to give him his round to get him in school. Because it takes time to get a no-vax order. You can't just walk in the doctor's office and go, I need a no-vax form. They don't do it like that. They want to put their poison in everybody they can. And I tell you what's funny is if you go into a hospital and you tell them that you have a no vax order on your kid, they're curious. They want to know why. I said, because I know about the COVID lie. And that's what I told them. I said, I know about y'all's COVID lie. I said, and I know what y'all did with the money and how y'all got them to do it. I said, and the poor people that were starving to death because y'all had a damn world pandemic that didn't come up to anything to begin with, and you scared the shit out of everybody in the whole world, thinking people's going to be dropping like flies like they did in China. Yeah, well, it never happened anywhere else, and that alone should have told them something. And then they forced their damn, what is it, their protocols in the hospitals, paid people to change death certificates. Oh, yeah, the whole 9 yards. There's people that went through this that it happened to. I met one of them at Disney World in Texas. Not Disney World, Six Flags. In Arlington, Texas. Sure did. They offered his family when his brother died bukus of money to change the death record to a COVID death. Stuck in my head. Oh, yeah. Well, you'll be all right, Carol. Baby shark, do, 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 do. Don't mess with me. I'll play it. But, you know, certain songs get people's attention. So, and that would be one of them, just to start playing out of the blue and see how the little kids act. Or that stupid song from Frozen, Let It Go. I'm so tired of hearing that daggum song. No, see, I would ordinarily agree with you on that one, Carol, but I think my version of common sense, and me and Deuce just talked about this last night. I told him, I said, you didn't know common sense ain't common anymore. You know, it's just not common anymore. And not only that, too, I don't think it ever was common. I think they phrase it common sense because they don't want people to try to get it. But common sense is not common at all. And people that actually have it are pretty intelligent. I got some common sense. So I think they just want you to think it's common. Carol slaps Angela because of Baby Shark. I'll play it. Of course, on this daggum phone, it would suck. Heck. Just because Carol's getting on my nerves, saying that she's going to hit me and stuff, threatening me with bodily harm. Nope. Here you go, Carol. Nah. I mean it as a joke. There you go, Carol. Now you can love me forever, Carol. Oh my God. I love you, Carol. Oh my God. She hates me. Watch what I guarantee you Deuce is gonna say something when he gets home, Angela. Why did you do that? I know, right? I love Carol. She knows that. I tell everybody that. Um, yeah. Carol Carol really I've said it so many times and I'll say it again. If it wasn't for her, I would know nothing about modding. Because watching her is a learning experience for real. Good. At least I made you laugh this morning, dadgummit. So I want you to think about it, Carol, seriously. Be thinking about it because I want to make sure that we can get our channel, like, we're going to have to get some money coming in order to do this. So, yeah, we're going to have to figure out a way. I got to figure out a way to get that Cash App up there, whether you share the link or what. You know, y'all know how y'all doing, Santa. Da 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 da. Here's his Cash App because I need the help and I want to do so much, but um, I want this channel to learn to take care of itself. That's my goal. I want it to grow and I want it to take care of itself. And then hopefully maybe one day we'll get enough people that like to watch our crazy butt that get on here and like what we do where we'll grow enough that we can do it. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I'm trying to think of ways. And then, of course, us being involved firsthand in Santa's coming here May 20th is going to be awesome for the channel. And if I make it a fun family Patriot day where everybody can bring out their blankets and stuff and enjoy the sun, and I'm thinking about working on it. If we can, Carol, can you post Santa's channel? I don't think I have him. Lynn, she can post it. She can post it, but it's Convoy Santa. She's got you. That's why I love her. She's got it. And Double Deuces will be live on site. So I really want to get a message when Third comes back in. I really want to get a message to Glory B. I'd like her to bring her jewelry up here. If we're going to be able to get the Patriots together like that, she could probably sell a lot. There's Convoy Santa's link right there. Let me see. Yeah, okay. All right, sweetie. Yeah, so when like I said, I had told Deuce from the very, very beginning that with this, I would really like to keep it like more patriotic themed than like church themed. I want it to be fun. I want it to be kind of like different. I wanted not necessarily a rally like that, but yeah, I really want to get something started to where we can do some things with these kids and we can go and do flag waves and we can educate them by taking them to, you know, if their parents would allow it, taking them, everybody meeting up and going to a protest and just letting everybody see, not like going there to argue and fight, but let everybody see the mentality of the people that's there and what happens and stuff. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. You know, I want to make a difference. I told Deuce, you know, and like I said, sometimes he and I disagree, but I told Deuce that I want the channel to do something and to mean something. I don't want it just to be a channel. So that's where my thoughts are. And I've kept you guys for about an hour now. I'm fixing to let you guys go. But if you have any ideas about anything that I've talked about, anything to do with May 20th with Santa coming, anything, please send me an email to the Freedom Misfits. Either me or Deuce one will grab it. And if Deuce grabs it, he'll let me know. So, we most definitely want to, I most definitely want a good turnout here. So I want to do it right. The first and foremost thing that I did was admit that I couldn't do it by myself. So I got another group completely online that we're gonna make it work. So, but I thank each and every one of y'all for coming in. I appreciate y'all loyally being here, and of course, Third and Carol, thank you so much for being the mods. And one day this channel is going to be big enough that y'all going to get to spread your wings a little bit up in here. I don't think we've ever had to block nobody in here. So, because everybody that's in here is either part of the movement, a channel owner, or a mod, a mod, something. All of us are family anyway, put it that way. But I wanted to take a moment and just, Two Finger just popped in. How you feeling, buddy? How you feeling, Two Finger? My phone's like way slow. So, and I don't have my laptop because misfit nut. Yeah, she's most definitely a misfit nut, but we love her. That's good. How's the snow? How is the snow? Are you still snowed in? And I don't know if you guys know it, but Silly for him has had pneumonia. And as a matter of fact, she's got double pneumonia. And she's had a tough go at it. So that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good to know. That's awesome. So we'll probably be seeing you next week then, right? Yeah, well, we're not going to be live much longer, Carol. Go ahead. And nothing happens in here anyway right now. So knock yourself out. So, but yeah, you guys send me an email if y'all have any ideas for the rally with Santa or anything for Freedom Kids, because I'm fixing to try to get it up and going and see what we can do with it. And hopefully YouTube won't shut us down. So y'all be sweet. I love each and every one of you. Y'all take care until next time.